Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. As per the usual, I am Kel S. Kel. Greetings and salutations, and welcome back. Some of you are wondering, what the fuck what am I doing here? You see a giant, big-ass box in front of you. No idea. No leading, but, be sure all your questions will be answered. The box in front of you is the Battletech Mercenaries Kickstarter that I was a part of. And for those that were wondering, Catalyst Games started up a Kickstarter, I want to say last August or September, debuting the next installment of the Tabletop Miniatures Battletech game, getting close to their 40th anniversary. So they decided to, since they had their clans so successful, they decided to do a Mercenaries, which a lot of us were waiting for. And when they triggered this, oh shit, the response was great. We, as a collective unit, I think there was 18,000 backers. I could be wrong. But we raised over $7.5 million for the Kickstarter. So these are all the awards, are the stretch goals and the stuff that I personally ordered. And I wanted to open up to see and show you what we have and the new toys that we will get. So without further ado, let's begin. If you would be so kind, please give the video a like. And if you're enjoying the content that I do, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Helps out greatly. Now, according to the receipt, there was 17 items in this one with the stretch goals and everything else. Now, there are three or four items that are not currently with us, which are 3 audiobooks of Battletech fiction, as well as the Inner Sphere Cookbook PDF that we'll be getting potentially at a lower date. But this is all the miniatures and everything else that we got with it. So let's get into it. First off, we have air wrap. We love air wrap. Next. Oh dear God. The first thing we have is our battlefield support. The lighting is actually going to be terrible, so let's try over here. Is the battlefield support objectives. This is the Lawn Tom, its supply truck, a mash truck, and what's the other one? We have the mobile Lawn Tom artillery, mobile headquarters, mash vehicle, and its assistant. So this is our first one. We're going to crack open some of these because they're just... I've been waiting for stuff like that. I have a character that has used the Lawn Tom artillery pieces, and let's just say it sometimes went good, other times it went bad. Here is our Lawn Tom artillery piece. Here is the, I want to say, this is the mobile headquarters. We have the support trolley for the artillery rounds. And then we have the mash truck. With apparently a piece that broke off or needs to be attached. We'll figure that out when we get there. It also comes with Alpha Strike cards. So you have the mash truck, the mobile lawn tom, the supply vehicle carriage, the mobile headquarters, and identifying cards. So, really cool stuff. That's just the first of many. Next up, we have... this is not organized whatsoever. Let's see what we have here. I gotta figure out the lighting on it. Yeah, we'll just go over here to the other side of the camera. Let's see what we get next. Oh dear God. Here is the 110 millimeter Timberwalk that we got as a bonus. Now, my hand's that's my hand. That's how big this bastard is. These was a special request, or I should say special ordered, for if you went to a certain... If you went to a certain level, and I think was in the first 24 hours, something like that, you got the Timberwalk. I think it's Timberwalk, and I think it was 24 or a certain level you get back in the kicker. So we have that. That's gonna be real cool. So let's get the box out of the way. So we'll put the stuff on the table that we have. It's got a gun that apparently fell off somewhere, but we'll fix that as soon as we get that sorted. Next up, we have our random Battletech Salvage Box. Salvage Box. One random, so it could be anything of anything. So let's crack this open and see where we're at with it. We'll put him on the back. But yeah, this Mercenaries is very heavy vehicle oriented. So that what makes me happy, because the one thing I don't have was a lot of vehicles. Let's open up and see what we have. Looks like we got a rifleman. No, I'm sorry, that's a Jaeger mech. We'll confirm in a second. Yes, it is the JM6 Jaeger mech. So one of their, looks like this particular one was Federated Sons oriented. So we have the Jaeger mech. Our first of 3 salvage boxes. So next up, we have a Battletech Salvage Box Visigot Aero Fighter. This was another free item that if you got in the first 24 or 48 hours of the campaign, you got one of these. This is actually Clan Tech. So I'm going to destroy this box, so forgive me. Because yay plastics. Yay tape. That thing looks sick as hell. It comes with a peg stand. So yeah, there's one of our aero fighters. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack in this set. We have the Alpha Strike for as well. That's really unique and useful. That thing looks badass. Like, that's the other thing I don't have. I don't have aerospace techs. So getting aerospace techs, very nice. Let's see, next up. Ooh. We got I think this is just a surprise pack. Because we have a Sean Aerospace Fighter. So let's see, I got... Oh yeah, I got all kinds of... This was a freebie that I didn't want to tell anybody. Because according to somebody had hacked the Comstar data files and released some stuff. So they stopped letting us know. Let's get this open. Looks to be Stealth Bomber. Real nifty. So we have that one's a fire support. So, I'm going through our salvage boxes right now because, like I said, we got a lot of stuff to go through. So, should be able to stack that on top. Yep. Next up, we have, actually we'll save the dice. And this is a challenge coin. One of the unique, one of the stretch goals you were able to get is whatever house swag you wanted. So here we have a challenge coin. Which is this? This was Star League. Yeah, this is Star League's challenge coin. Tails, heads. So I presume the lore about that is when two combatants were going to go at it in a duel, they would flip to see which side they go, or some type of challenge coin. Winner gets to keep the coin, to the best of my knowledge. Okay, next up, we have the Savannah Masters. This was one that was mentioned as was supposed to be a surprise, but due to hacking of Comstar, the information was leaked. So, let me get this plastic. And these are very tiny hovercrafts, but again, they're vehicles in general. And vehicles I need. So this was a bonus. Yeah, these are very super tiny miniatures. They're kind of, you can put 2 in per hex. So we'll get those sorted after the fact. So now we have Battlefield Support, one of my other salvage boxes. This one's 2 random vehicles. So I'm real happy to see what we get out of these. Uh-oh, looks like we got some big boys. We have a SRM carrier. have an SRM carrier. This one currently has, holy balls, 1, 2, 3, 5. Is that a SRM 430? Yeah, this is the SRM carrier. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 SRM 6, so it's throwing 60 SRM 6. No, it's throwing 10 SRM 6, so a bad day in general. And cool part is it swivels to change locations, and we also got a bonus turret as well. So very nifty, very cool. And the other one is, we have another MASH vehicle mobile headquarters, which is always good. Should have done that the first time around. MASH, mobile long town, MASH, artillery. Okay, so that's the headquarters. And this is the MASH vehicle. So entirely. So very cool so far. Okay, our next piece up we have another salvage battlefield support vehicles, because like I said, I went heavy vehicles because they're the things I don't have. You've seen my table of miniatures. So let's see what we get out of this one. I already like it. Nice. The two vehicles we got is the, not TV on, but we got the Heltzer wheeled assault gun. So we'll pull that out. Yeah, this is the Heltzer wheeled gun. And the other one we got was a Maxim hover transport. So, already liking the vehicles I got so far. But like they said, but wait, there's still more. Let's wait for that. Sorry, I'm in the camera view. My apologies. Next up, we'll go with another battlefield support. Recon Hunter Lances. This one, we have 2 Skulker wheeled scout tanks, 2 Warrior H7 attack helicopters, 2 Behemoth heavy tanks, and 2 Otos heavy tanks. So we'll pull those out in a second. As soon as I remember where the tape's at, there it is. So we have the Warrior H7 helicopter. We have the Skulker scout tank. We have the Otos heavy tank. And we have the Otos upgradable tank. We have a standard Behemoth heavy tank. And then we have a House Kurita Behemoth heavy tank. So that will be nifty. Bear with me, I'm pulling out the signage. Okay. This is the Otos, the heavy tank. We have the other one, the upgradable heavy tank. Here's our Behemoth heavy tanks. Here's the House Kurita variant. Here's the Skulker tank, wheeled scout tank. That's an SRM variant. Here's the other Skulker. I'll get a close up towards the end of the video as we close, so you have a general idea what we got. Okay. Now, interesting enough, the attack copter comes with 2 pegs, one for, or does that click into it? Oh. Yeah. It gives you the option for either a small peg or a large peg. That's one of the attack helicopters. Then we have the other one that is set up on the smaller setup. And more cards to go through. Alrighty. And each one comes kind of cool with a background silhouette image, so pretty cool. The detail is phenomenal of all the stuff they've done for the Catalyst. Outdoes themselves as usual. So applaud Catalyst Games. They did a hell of a job. Hell, we did a hell of a job on this Kickstarter. Next up, we have probably one of the second to last so do you want to do that, or we'll save that for let's see, give me a moment to set up. Yeah, we'll do one more. Actually, no, we don't have time. So, we're going to, because we still have a whole bunch of other stuff still to go through. Next up, we have a Merc 3-pack posters. We'll get those all out. They have a lot of the variants of there. We'll open those in a moment. And it essentially tells you where to get a few things from. So we'll check those out in a moment. What I can show you is some of the dice. First up, we have Comstar dice. We have the dice with the Comstar logo. They're pretty looking. They're all D6. So yeah, these were the laser effect dice. So there's our Comstar. Symbology is a little small, but it'll work. But we'll get those started. And then we'll do this. We'll wait a moment. We'll get the Star League dice, and we're going to hold on for part 2. So I thank you all for coming out to the channel. Until next time, this is Cowell saying, have a good night, and we shall see you shortly in part 2.